done by about mid-September, which will give a couple of months for going through the adoption process, because the ordinance would have to be approved and adopted by, I believe it's the 17th or the 19th of November. And so that we're setting a schedule of having all of that work done mid-September so that that process can happen and we can have public hearings and those sorts of things. So we're ready to get going. We're thinking of actually having our first round of public meetings next week. We'll be back in the area looking at next Wednesday and Thursday. We'll work with David and Walter to schedule that and reach out. I've already had some informal conversations with some groups of neighbors there that we hope to meet with and get this thing going.
Okay. Any remarks? Question?
Yeah, I want to kind of address something that goes along the line with what Mark is saying. We recently had a joint meeting of San Juan County and Grand County last week, and there was a lot said about the historic happening that happened there. I think we met and there was a lot of backslapping and praising ourselves about this wonderful meeting, but I don't know that we got anything done. Maybe there was some ideas that happened there, but along that same line, I guess the very next day, the Grand County Council penned a letter to Love's Truck Stop, which is proposed to be in San Juan County, and expressed in that letter that as the Grand County Council, they would like to see Love's not put that truck stop there, which was surprising to me that they would do that on the heels of this big backslapping meeting that we had, and praising themselves and others about what a great opportunity it was. Yet they had already penned this letter and never even brought it up in the meeting, never said anything to San Juan County Commissioners. The only reason I want to bring this up is because for a couple of months now, we have been hearing from residents of Spanish Valley about their dissatisfaction with what is going on down there, and especially about Love's Truck Stop. And even to the point that they brought forth a resolution. Apparently, I don't know whether Commissioner Maryboy, you had your attorney, Mr. Bose, draft that resolution, or where that actually came from, which I was supportive of the resolution because I thought we were going to address some of the concerns that had been raised. But until Mr. Vlasic showed up today, we have not addressed anything. We've not addressed any concern. It's never been an agenda item for discussion. I would have thought at this point, we would have at least contacted Love's and said, hey, we're the county commission and we represent the people, and the people have brought these concerns to us. Can you address them? Can you meet with the county commission? Can you meet with the Northern San Juan County Alliance group, or I might have that wrong, but meet with the people of the valley? We've done nothing. We've done nothing of any kind to address that, and it bothers me. It bothers me that we sit here and let Grand County Council start trying to dictate to Love's Truck Stop what's going to happen in San Juan County. Now, I think we need to look very hard at solving the problem and doing the best thing for the people of San Juan County. I hear about this moratorium in Grand County, about putting a moratorium to stop building motels. I hear lots of concern about water. I see a brand new water tank going up on the hill south of 191 in Grand County. I don't know whose water tank that is. I don't know whether they drilled a well, but if they're so concerned about water, it just seems to me like the only place they're concerned about it is in San Juan County. They're not concerned about what's happening in Grand County. And secondly, I counted 6 brand new motels under construction. If they're having a moratorium on motel construction, it sure as heck isn't being enforced.
Those were vested prior to the moratorium.
Well, anyway, this whole thing is bothering the heck out of me. I would have thought, geez, if we've got a moratorium to address Love's Truck Stop, when are we going to address it as a county commission? When, David, are we going to have something on the agenda to talk about? What are the economic effects, either one way or the other, with Love's Truck Stop going in there? What can Love's Truck Stop do to alleviate all of the concerns of the citizens who live around the proposed truck stop? Or are we going to just say, hey, we've decided Love's Truck Stop is not welcome. Get out of town. We don't even want to meet with you. We don't even want to discuss anything with you. Is that where we're at? Or are we going to let the citizens create some kind of venue where the citizens and the county commission can meet with Love's and discuss what the problems are? I have ridden around Monticello the last week, every night. There's 8 or 10 trucks parked at Maverick. There's 20 trucks parked at Shell. I've not one time gone down there late at night and seen a truck running. I've seen trucks that had reefers on them that keep the product cool, but I don't see trucks idling. So if that's what really happens, and we're concerned about air quality and all the fumes coming up, I don't know. I just don't understand enough about what's being alleged and what really happens. And I think we owe it to Love's to have some discussion with them. We're in this moratorium probably a month now. We've done nothing to address, and maybe the purpose of the moratorium was to invite Love's to go someplace else. I think if that's what we're doing, the citizens of San Juan County are losing out on possibly $1 million in sales tax and property taxes. Is that what we're about?
That is the whole point of engaging the consultants and doing this work right now, because it's a larger question ultimately.
Yep.
Right? What kind of stuff do you want or not want in that area? What kind of impacts are you okay with? What kind of revenues do you want to see generated there? Like, this is the whole discussion that's bigger than Love's ultimately. Maybe it was catalyzed by the proposal from Love's. That kind of predates me, honestly. But the idea here is to have this broader conversation about what you want to see. And if that type of development, at the end of the day, is what this commission approves in terms of the overall type of developments you want there, then that's your decision.
Well, I think we need a financial analysis of what the economic benefit or non-benefit to Love's Truck Stop is there.
Sure.
so make an informed decision. I think we need somebody from Love's to come and meet with the people of Spanish Valley and hear their concerns and be able to maybe address them if it's possible. Maybe there's something they can do to address those concerns. Dark skies, running trucks.
And I believe some of those good conversations have happened
Okay.
already with Love's folks, be it through Scylla primarily, is my
But
understanding.
if we're concerned about all of the crime that's going to happen at Love's truck stop, I'm wondering, is there ever any crime that happens in motels?
Right. Well, yes, a lot of things get said.
Well-
As you know, I think it's a fair point, especially to say what is it's sort of an opportunity cost, right? If you don't allow for this type of development, what are the revenue implications for the county
Yeah.
in that way, and what are the trade-offs?
Right.
What does it mean for traffic and impacts as well, right? The whole kit and caboodle.
So this is the start of that whole process to analyze all of that? Are we going to, at some point, are we going to have a representative from Love's come and meet with the county commission, this group, these citizens from Spanish Valley? They deserve some answers. They deserve to engage,
Sure.
in my opinion. And I thought that's why we had the moratorium, so we could go through that process and start engaging.
But Bruce, I think it's within your district, so I think it's to spearhead the organizing, the meeting, I would like to.
Well, I don't want to do something in the name of the commission without the commission's approval. We have a resolution that says,
Sure. Maybe Mark, you talk a little bit about process-wise and how that Love's piece.
So my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the Love's is, and I read this in the newspaper, it is the motivating factor here, but they have made an application under the current zoning, and that to think that it's going to disappear, that application through this process is, so we need clear guidance on that. We don't have that right now.
Correct, and I think that's a bit of an open question, honestly, with regard to where Love's is in a process with the county and whether they are truly vested and thus exempt from the moratorium. I think that's still a little bit of an open question.
Okay. The other one about the economic analysis, that's not in our scope. We don't have the experts on board to do that. We could bring them on, for sure, but that's...
Mark, I'll forget this if I listen to you for very long.
Yeah.
I have a short memory.